learners, welcome to SWAM online lecture series on the topic Database Management System. Myself, Muhammad Abdullah Bukhari, working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science, Aligarh Muslim City, Aligarh. I am pleased to have you join me today as we explore the fascinating realm of database, and database management system. In the next few minutes, we'll journey through the SQL statement with Advance query and SQL statement, how to program, how to run a program in MySQL that form the backbone of modern information technology, which is database management system. Before going to discuss today's topic, we will discuss first, we have discussed in the last lecture, join operators, left join operators, right join operators, full join operators, and different examples on join. And also we have discussed subqueries and with different example of subqueries. Today is the agenda. Before going to today's agenda, we will discuss the answer of the question which I had given you in the last class. The first question was, find the product and quantities for the order placed by Ivan Bros and Mamta Majumdar. In the assignment I have given, the answer is like that. Select SOD.product number, SOD.quantity order from sales order table. Join client master C on SO.client number must be equal to C.client number. Then join sales order details SOD on SO.order number must be equal to SOD.order number, where C.name, the operator I have to in within parentheses, I have to write Evan Bros and comma with Mamta Majumdar within quotes. When you press, you are able to get the results. The next question was, find the product and their quantities for the order placed by the client number C0001 and client number C00002. The answer will be like that. Select SOD product number, SOD.quantity from sales order SO, join sales order detail SOD on order number from sales order must be equal to SOD.order number, where SO.client number in operator within parentheses you have to write C001 and C002 within quote. The third question was, the list name of the client who have placed order worth 10,000 or more. In that case, there are different operator, two in operator we have to use. So first of all, select C.name from client master, join sales order SO on C client number must be equal to SO dot client number, then join select order number, comma sum quantity order multiply by product rate. We have to multiply. You can get the sum by that operator. I already everything. As total value, this is LS from sales order details group by order number within parenthesis closed and SOD on SO dot order number is equal to SOD dot order number group by C dot name having sum. We have to calculate sum. The total value from SOD must be greater than equal to 10,000. This is the answer for the third question. The next question was list all the order along with the client city and product details. This is a simple. I hope you have already did, but on the screen you can see select on order number C.ct, PM dot product number, PM dot description, SOD quantity order from sales order SO join client master C on SO dot client number must be equal to client number of C join we have to do no join sales order details SOD on SO dot order number must be equal SOD dot order number join product master PM on SOD dot product number equal to PM dot product number. The fourth question was that the last list all the client who have placed order for product with price greater than the average price of all products. In that case, first of all, we have to calculate the average. To calculate the average product rate, average rate is equal to how you calculate? Select average product rate within parentheses from product master and list all the clients who have placed order for the product with price greater than the average price of all the products. You have to find. So select dot C name from client master C join sales order SO on C dot client number equal to SO dot client number, then join with sales order detail. We can say that SOD on SO dot order number equal to SOD order number, then join product number product master PM on SOD dot product number equal to PM dot product number group by C name having average SOD product rate must be greater than average rate. In this way, we can solve the agenda of today is to discuss Advance SQL, example of Advance SQL. So let's start from Advance SQL. In the SQL structure query of Advance, you have to solve the question, different questions. So we have to use a store procedure are essential to database management system because they boost the security. By that, we can increase the performance and increase the code reusability. It means a store procedure will be used for Advanced SQL. Or you can say a group of SQL statements are included within the pre-compiled database objects known as a stored procedure. It means a stored procedure are a group of SQL statements within pre-compiled database object They can be called as applications or other database objects and are saved in the database. It means stored procedure you have to write. We will go into detail of PA, SQL statement, PSM, persistent stored model, a procedure programming language. This is an extension of structured query language, and examine the idea of a stored procedure. Within the program, you have to write stored procedure for the execution, for the manipulation of data, and for retrieve, deletion, updation, whatever, to find the complex query for that. In the PLSQL, PLSQL used in Oracles also you have to use, but in MySQL you have to use SQL PSM. A stand for structured query language, procedure structured query language. This is the procedural language extension of structured query language that provides flow control, the variables, and the procedure elements to SQL. PLSQL is standardized by ISO and is a part of SQL standard. It will be as a standard language. In 1996, it has become a standard language for that. So it will provide a flow, if then else, variables, and then like a programming language, it will provides. There are some features. What are the features of PLSQL, PSM? Procedural constructs. SQL PSM adds procedural construct such as variable, additional if then else, I will tell, loops, while, repeat until, exception handling, also begin end with exception to SQL. This allows a more complex logic and operation to be performed within SQL stored procedure and functions. By that, we are able to write a complex query also. Next is variables. Already we are aware about the variables in the programming language. SQL PSM support the declaration and use of variable within a stored procedure also. And its function. Variable can hold a scalar value such as integer, a string, dates, can be assigned values. We can manipulate and use in SQL statement. The manipulated value, the addition after second, also you can use for that the variables. Flow control. SQL PSM provides a flow control structures like the if then else for conditional. If there is some condition is that, for that we have to use if then else statements, while we repeat until for looping. These constructs allow the execution of different SQL statements based on the condition. For repeated execution of a statement till certain condition met, it will go in the loop. It will check the condition. If it is true, come by that, and then it is false, the result will be like that. So flow control. The next, exception handling. Exception handling supports exception handling for error management. Within a stored procedure and function, we can manage the errors also. Exceptions can be raised explicitly or handled implicitly. So by that we are able to exception handling are also provided by SQL statement. A stored procedure and function also. SQL PSM allows the creation of a stored procedure and function within the database. It means we can make a stored procedures or reusable block of a statement. We can reuse within student code and can be executed with parameters. While function return a single value can be used within SQL statements. Next is portability. SQL PSM is standardized by ISO, which means that it provides a common syntax and behavior across different database management system. It is more portable. It supports it. So level of support of SQL statement may vary between different database vendors. So it has also portability. Overall, we can say that enhance the SQL statement by adding procedure capabilities, allowing for more flexible and powerful database programming. So that's why it is called advanced SQL statement. It enables developer to implement complex business logic and data manipulation tasks directly within the database, improving. We can improve the performance, we can improve the security and maintainability of the application also. So till now I have discussed about the advanced SQL. Then we'll discuss how you will write a program in MySQL. I have taken a simple example, hello world. The general syntax of SQL PSM follows a structure similar to the other procedure programming language. Like that, there a delimiter is there, double dollar. And then if you want to blank, you write MySQL. MySQL create procedure. First of all, you have to create a procedure. Example, procedures within, and then must be within parentheses. Then start begin. If you want to write comment, dash line, your SQL statement is here. Select hello world within quote we have write, and then as a result, it means alias is there as a result, and end double dollar. When you press, it will become okay, and then you have to write a delimiter, a semicolon. It means this double dollar delimiter double dollar, what the function? This statement change the delimiter used to terminate SQL statement. By default, MySQL use semicolon as a delimiter to mark the end of SQL statement. So delimiter I have used semicolon, it will mark the SQL statement has end. I will explain one by one. See here, the PLSQL. PLSQL, the queries, if you want to run, that they here in the right side is SQL, and their application, that different type of application by diagrammatic representation I tried, and then you have to write a store procedure both way, and the data will be transferred, and you have to by SQL and SQL statement retrieve the information and then it will solve. What is how to create procedures? Example, underscore procedure within parentheses. This statement begins the creation of a store procedure named example procedure. This is the way to write. If you want to create, you have to write create procedure. This keyword combine the use of define a new stored procedure. Is a create database, create tables, is a create procedure also. Example procedure I have given. This is the name of the stored procedure is being created. Like that, student name, create table name, student, whatever. Same way also you have to give the procedure and the name for that. The pair of parentheses, and then your pair of parentheses can contain the optional input parameters for store procedure. In this case, there are no parameters. If you want to give some parameter will be used in that parenthesis. And begin end is there already. This keyword defines the beginning and end of the body. As you know, this is the beginning and end of that. Beginning marks the start of the procedure code block, and marks the end of the procedure code blocks. The statement what you have typed on this, you can see in my slide. What is the meaning? This comment indicates the location where the SQL statement would typically be placed. within the body. In this example here, the only one SQL statement, I have used only one SQL statement like select hello world, hello comma world within double quote as a result. Alias is result. Okay. So this statement select a string literal hello world and alias is a result. It is a simple example of SQL statement. And the result of this one is return the stored value. When it is executed, it will return the value. In continuation, in the program, I write n double dollar. This marks the end of the stored procedure definition. End is the body of a stored procedure. Double dollar, this is a custom delimiter set at the beginning of the procedure definition. It signifies the end of the procedure definition. So delimiter we have to use for the end of this. What is delimiter? I have given. This statement reset the delimiter back to the defaults. SQLs are properly terminated with semicolon. This change in delimiter scope allows MySQL to interpret a statement following the procedure definition correctly. So we have to semicolon. When you will press the program in the previous slide, see here, delimiter dollar create procedure example underscore procedure within parenthesis. No parameters are used. Select hello world. When you will press this one, the result will be call. When you will call the procedure, you have to write in MySQL call. Procedure name is example procedure, no parenthesis, and the hello world. The result, as a result, it will have result. Hello world will become there. What is the meaning of call? Call is a keyword in MySQL used to store a stored procedure and functions. If you want to call, you can use by call. Example of procedure functions I have already explained very well. When you call example procedure executed, MySQL is locate the stored procedure name. Okay. And the result of executing the stored procedure will depend on the action performed within the procedures. In this case, the result executing call example procedure would be a single row containing the string only. I have select only one row. Select hello world. So if we have more than one, it will take the more database. So if the procedure had any side effects such as modifying the data in the database, we can apply it for that. In the summary, we can say that call example procedure is used to execute the stored procedure named example procedure, which contain the SQL statement as a procedure logic to be executed within MySQL. So in MySQL, if you want to call a procedure function, you have to write call procedure name. Here in the example, in the hello world, I have used an example procedure within parenthesis, then it will display like that. So I will take one example of mathematical to form the mathematical calculations like that. So it will be write a PLSQL for MySQL block to multiply two number. If you want to multiply two number, what will do? So first of all, I have already explained in the previous slides. First of all, you have to create in MySQL. You have write create procedure. Same way you have to write create a structure. So same way you have procedure and then calculate product, because we have to name. So you have to put the name of calculate under product, where there are two multiply two numbers. So n1 and n2, both the types are integer. Then start begin in. You have to begin declare result is equal to integer. Set result is equal to a product is equal to n1 multiplied by n2 semicolon. Then select concatenate. The product of a two number is within quote you have to write, and then comma you have to write result. As a result, and then you have to write n double dollar. It will terminate the procedure also. When you will do like that, when you will press the query icon here on the screen, you can see call calculate product number 5 or 7. You put the 5 and 7. When you put the result is the product of two number is 35. Then also you call the call procedure, calculate product is 8, 9. Suppose you can give up to 2 dynamic number you can give. The result will be 72. In this way, you can run your program also in SQL. The next question I have taken, write a PL/SQL block to find the minimum and maximum between two numbers. Two numbers is given and you have to check whether this number is minimum, which number is maximum. For that, I have you can see on the screen. In MySQL you have right. First of all, I have told you have to create procedure. Give the name of find min max within parentheses n1 integer n2 integer. Your data types you have already defined like program. Then the structure begin and end. The start begin. Declare minimum number is called integer. Maximum number is also integer. If n1 is less than n2, then set minimum number is equal to n1. Otherwise, if it is n2 is greater than n1, it means max number is going to become n2. Else, set minimum number is equal to n2, set maximum number n1. And if this is a loop, I have end if statement. It will if, else, end. Then you have to write two select statement, because select concatenate a minimum number within parentheses is minimum number as a result. If select concatenate maximum number in maximum number as a result, it will show maximum or minimum. If you give the two number, it will select whether which number is greater, 1 or 2. So, and then it must be close with $sign end. When you will put an SQL and delimiter semicolon, you have to write. When you will call in MySQL, you have to write call find min max. You will put the value 5 or 7. The result is minimum 5 rows. The result is maximum number is 7. So in this way, we are able to write a program in PL/SQL by using PL/SQL also. Next example, I hope it must be also clear. I am taking one example, 3 number. Till now, after by 2 number, then PL/SQL blocks to find the minimum among 3 numbers. So here same way you have to write delimiter $, MySQL, create procedure. Here we have to find minimum. We have to find minimum of 3 numbers. 3 numbers we have to only find procedure, find minimum. 3 number you have to use n1, n2, n3. All data types are int. n1 int, comma, n2 int, comma, n3 int. Then parenthesis closed. Then start begin, declare mi integer. If n1 is less than n2, then n1 is minimum. If n1 is less than, else set minimum n3. Okay, so here you have to take two within loop within this called nested if statement. First, we'll check n1 less than n2, then check n1 is also less than 3, then we can say that m1 is minimum. Else set m3 minimum m3 and if. Then this is close of one statement. Then n1 greater than else n2 is less than n3. Then we can say that n minimum is n2. Okay. Otherwise, set minimum is equal to minimum m3. Set minimum n3 and if. Then it must be in close for that and if, else, and if. There are two and if there as there. So and if there are else. This is called nested if statement we have used by that. So in that case, it is some typical, but you have to, if you did in the programming in C, Pascal, whatever, it will be easier. So first of all, you check the first two number. N1 must be less than 2 and N1 must be less than 3. Then we can set the minimum, otherwise minimum N3. Then after you check, and if N2 is less than N3, then set N2 minimum, otherwise M1 is equal to N3. So in this way, and then you have to write select concatenate minimum among three number is, within the code you have to write, then comma, then min. As a result, and begin will be closed in dollar. When you press, the query will become okay. The result, for you want to see the result, you have to write in MySQL call find minimum within parenthesis, because the procedure is the find minimum. There are three values you have to enter, 5, 7, 3. When you will press, the result minimum among the three is, three number is 3. One row is selected. When also when you want to put the different value, you call find minimum 8, 9, 10. When you press, automatically the minimum among the three is 8. One row set is there. So in this way, we can use advanced statement to finding a minimum 3 number. I am taking the fourth example is to create a table as follows. Number, num number and factorial number. You can write FSC, factorial. You have to find the factorial of 5, factorial of 3, whatever. Write PLS statement block that accept a limit from users and calculate the factorial of all the numbers till the limit and insert the number and corresponding factorial values in the table as given below. Limit 5 is there. So here of the 5. So here factorial 1, 2, 3, 6 should be in third line. It is by mistake it is type 3. So it will be that what will do? For same procedure you have to apply. First of all, you have to create command, create procedure, calculate factorials. Within parenthesis, you write in limit number, integer. You have to write integer. In MySQL, you have to write create procedure, calculate factorials, within parenthesis, in limit number integer. Begin, declare counter integer default. Integer but default is equal to 1, start from 1. Same way declare a factorial integer default 1. It is because the number start from 1, a factorial also start from 1. So then you have to truncate table facts. Clear the table before inserting a new table, new data. So for that you have to write a statement. Here you have to start while. The while counter must be less than equal to limit number, then the do. Set factor is equal to factorial into multiply counter. Insert into fact number, comma fact, value, counter and fact. Set counter is equal to counter plus 1 for 1, 2, 3, 4. When it is 5 also it will calculate. When it will become while counter equal to, it will go. Otherwise, if you will get a, then it will be a stop and while and and double dollar. When you press, it will show the query. Okay. In MySQL, you write call calculate factorial 5. When you will press, it will show the query. Okay. And the result is num and the factorial is this. You have to write select a star from fact. You have to write the number and factorial 1, 2, 3, 24. 5 rows will be displayed. In this way, we are able to find the factorial from that. The next question I have taken, create a table as for prime number for the prime number. How you will calculate? To write a PL program, SQL blocks that accept a limit from users. You will give prime number up to 10, up to 100, 1 to 1000, whatever. In dynamic program. Find the prime number of all the number till that limit and insert the number into table and the prime table. So, how you will write? Same way you have to use create parameter of you can say double, then create procedure and then find and store primes in limit number integer. This limit numbers of 100, 10, 20, you have to write, it must be integer. Then we start the begin, then declaration of the variable also there. There is the number to check, integer default to declare is a prime number boolean and division is integer. It may be declare we have that the prime is boolean yes or no. That's why we have taken the boolean. Truncate table prime number. This is the statement you can write. So clear the table before inserting the new data. Then while number to check the limit must be equal limit and limit number of given 100. So it will continue 100 till it will continue while loop. If it is more than 100, it will stop. And then here the set is the prime is true. Divisor by 2 and set the prime is true while divisor is must be called for a square root of number to check and is the prime number. It will continue if it is number to check check the number percent divisor. If it is 0, then we can say that this is set the prime is equal to false. If it will not divisor, if it will not divide, it will not get the result 0, it means it is a prime number. So in this way, we can set if is prime, then insert into prime number values number to check, and if set number to check is 1. If it will check, if it is 0, then it is false. If you take the second, third, fourth, it will check. If it is not divisible, then we can say this is a prime number, and then the condition will check. And when you will call the procedure like that, call, find and store primes. Suppose here I am giving to hundreds, so one row is affected. What will you select a star from the prime numbers? It will show the prime number 1, 2, 3, 5, 700 like that, 73, 79, 89, 97. So in this way, we are able to find the prime number number from 0 to 1 to 100. The next question I am the next and the last question I am taking for that for PLSQL. So I hope you are able to understand the advanced SQL statement. Here very simple question. Write a PLSQL blocks that accept product number from user and display the corresponding quantity order from the sales order detail table. It's been the table which I have already discussed and the previous lecture you have already created. Insert the values for that while using. What will do? Here also same way you have to create a procedure. Create procedure, get quantity order. Here you have to find get quantity order in within parenthesis product parameter integer is there. So within parenthesis you have to write begin, declare quantity order must be integer. You have to define the variables. Then here I have used two select statement. Select some quantity order into quantity order from sales order details, where product number is equal to product and then select concatenate the quantity order is the quantity order as a result. Okay. And you have to begin must be enclosed, so you have to write begin double dollar, and then you have to when you will press it will shows the query okay. Here when you will write in MySQL call get quantity order 123, then the result is called null. So in this way we are able to, I have taken a very more 6 example to explain the PLSQL statement. Then after, now it is time to test yourself, test you. So I am giving you some straightforward some question related to this topic as assignment. As assignment is create MySQL stored procedure to check whether a given number is a prime or not. The next question, find the sum of two numbers using PLSQL. The next question is create a MySQL function to check whether a given string is a palindrome or not, and write a PL blocks that accept order number, product number, and quantity order from the user and update corresponding records in sales order details table only when quantity order is less than or equal to the quantity on hand value of the product master table. The last question is write a PLSQL block to check an even number. As we wrap today's session, I am sure that this discussion on the PLSQL statement will be helpful to enhance your knowledge in database skill. Thank you very much for your active participations. I hope you enjoyed this exploration. Thank you very much.